What's that? The wheels match the skate tool there. Look at that. No, look at that. That's cold water. Okay, so my thoughts on the Gullwings. After breaking them out, I haven't ridden them in a couple months. I've had to do so much adaptation to these kingpins. I've taken probably a 1/4 inch thickness off the bushing. I've taken probably a 1/4 inch off the kingpin. And I haven't grinded anything artificial off the trucks. It's all been just from regular grinds because it already has that groove. And you guys know how much I love the groove and I feel comfortable in that groove. I feel safe there. But compared to riding the Aces, now that I've started loosening up and riding looser, these are pretty loose too. I mean, I'm like barely putting any pressure on, and I can definitely bend it pretty good, right? I can't loosen this up anymore because of their design. So I'm sort of stuck. Either way, I don't really feel like they need to be looser, okay? What I'm feeling is I feel like they just don't allow me to carve as much, like carve as hard. It doesn't really feel as a result of loosening the kingpin though. It honestly just feels like it's just not working as well. My Ace trucks, these are the Ace 66s. On this one, I like cut in a little bit of a wider groove, and it's not as deep as my Ace 55s. But on these trucks, I had to take down the kingpin, but I haven't had to mess with the bushings. I have more clearance right now on these until I hit kingpins again than I do on the Gullwings. And I haven't had to mess with my bushing, so that's like a really comfortable feeling there. Not to mention, I got about 2 threads of bolt left to still loosen up, and they're riding looser and they're turning better. So, you know, that's a really, really good thing for Ace trucks. But I have to say this. The labor that goes in to fixing one of these. Now maybe I'm gonna order some Grind King kingpins, and maybe by replacing the kingpin right out of the gate will help me with a set of new Gullwing trucks. Or maybe I can even add a Grind King kingpin into those. That remains to be seen. But I'll still say, over a pair of standard Aces and standard Gullwings, if you're an older dude and you haven't learned to 50-50 grind and you like the way I can grind in here, even if the turning is not as good on the Gullwing compared to the Aces, I still think of that groove is so beneficial to somebody trying to learn to commit to some 50-50 grinds on like metal coping in a bowl. I haven't grinded them on concrete, so I can't speak to that, but that really is a benefit. And grinding these down takes a little time, and I do have a precision lathe, and you know, you could take this down on a bench grinder, I'm sure. Might not be as easy and as clean of a job as I can do. Yeah, it probably is. But either way, both hard wheels. Okay, so for the wheels, the rock candies are hard and they feel sweet, but the Bones SPFs feel smooth. And I don't know if it's because they're not packed with a rock hard core, and so maybe that wheel isn't feeling as much vibration, but it feels really nice. That's not my complaint with Bones though. My complaint with Bones is I can't get more of a full conical shape with the Bones, and I like the width. So the contact patch on this wheel is probably the same as it is on like the Tony Hawk shape, which I like the Tony Hawk shape. I just like to have that thicker. Just give it to me a little thicker, more like the rock candy. So the benefit I really like about the rock candy is when you're into a grind and if you're locked in on your wheel, these wheels are so hard, there's so little friction on the coping, and it really doesn't slow you down much, even if you're pressed up against the coping, and I like that. If it came in like a Spitfire conical full shape, boom, I'd be sold. The feel of these green SPF wheels though, because they have the width, even though they're rounded, man, I like the way they feel. So I think I probably like that the most. But thickness, contact patch, hardness, it's the rock candy. So if Bones made that wheel in a conical full shape, I'd be sold. Probably done. I think it's the best. So anyway, that's enough nerd skateboard talk.